Alright. I want to do a part two follow up. I actually think I'm going to do a couple part two follow ups, but before I go to bed, it's already after midnight. But, anyways, it's like lint or something in my hair. But, anyways, I did a video probably a few days ago, probably maybe about a week ago, talking about suspicious things going on at my job. Now, one of the things that I talked about was the emphasis of them forcing you to, or making it mandatory, or the same thing, forcing you to make sure that people can see your badge. Now this is supposedly be a security measure, so to speak. Now, we live in a day and age where everything has everything to do with security, with safety, protocols, procedures, all in the veins of security, protection. Here's why I'm against all of that. You see, the excuse they used for making everything mandatory about making sure that everyone can see your badge, that you are an actual employee with the company, is based off of a story that they told us that a person who worked for our company down in Missouri at the branch there threatened somebody. Didn't say what kind of threat, but threatened somebody to hurt somebody, a coworker. Now, the brother, and pardon me, brother, because you got a long name, but there's a brother that I watch. I'll just get his name right now. He calls himself 411 Talk Zone Radio Show channel. He did a video. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but it came up on my phone as someone I've subscribed to his page about workplace violence. Now, the thing that I don't think people thought about was, what does showing your badge have anything to do with what happened in Missouri? There was one man threatened another employee and was terminated, effective immediately. Now, what does that have to do with us in New York? They've replaced the front desk receptionist with a security guard. Okay, they have cameras everywhere. I thought all these things were supposed to make us be secure, but it just continues to seem to be a slippery slope down more of the. It was just on the tip of my tongue and I forgot it. Why am I brain farting on this? But anyways, it's more of the security state. They want to monitor everything that you do. They want to know everything that you do every second of every day. Now, the reason why I'm against having to display my badge on my chest or midsection level, because they said it has to be anywhere from up here down to your midsection. Can't be on your belt buckle or your belt strap anymore. It can't be on your pant leg. It has to be up here where everyone can see it. But the person who did the threatening was a person at the time up until he did the threatening, an employee who had a badge, who was properly allowed to be in the building. So, at what point does that make you more secure to see someone's badge? If the person that you see badge works there and they later on flip out and kill or hurt or whatever, maim how many other people they work with. At what point is that policy worthwhile? It's as worthless as the words used to say it's now mandatory to show your badge. See, I like to think things out, and I like to look deeper than what is being told. And I didn't catch that the first time until I thought about it, of course, when I was trying to go to sleep, because my brain just never shuts the hell off. Which is why I probably do a lot of videos before I go to bed, because it helps me sleep, because I get a lot of shit off my mind. But at the end of the day, if the person who's allowed to be in the building is wearing the same badge as you, and they flip out and they threaten someone or they actually hurt someone, then what was the purpose of that? Oh, they might come back. They might whatever. Listen, here's one thing I know growing up in the inner city. Small one as it may be, but here's one thing I've learned. If your number gets called, and it's meant to be that your number get called, it don't matter how much safety precautions you take, your number's getting pulled. Same thing with order of protection. It's a piece of paper. It ain't gonna stop hot metal or a knife or a punch. It ain't gonna stop none of that. We get so caught up in procedures and protocols thinking that it's going to save us that we don't stop and use logic and common sense and say, anybody can get it. Anybody can get it on any given day. Because we're not always on our P's and Q's. And just repetitiously doing protocols and procedures, it's not always going to be enough to save you or save someone else's life. With all these magnificent, wonderful monitoring, surveillance state, that's what I was trying to say, the surveillance state. With all these surveillance cameras on every corner, whether it's a little village or an inner city, tell me, explain to me, if you get assaulted in front of one of those cameras, or if you get shot in front of one of those cameras, is that camera going to jump off the pole and defend you? Save your life? Shoot a bullet at the person trying to kill you or hurt you, rob you? How is that camera going to help you? Because if that person decides to kill you, and they do kill you, you'll never know whatever happens because you won't be on this earth anymore. People need to stop and think. Before you start allowing people to get into your private life and force you to display private things about you, think about how is this going to help me if something happens? I also mentioned that they had recently had us take these active shooter courses, which is not really a course. They just basically explain things to you and get you to think about things you never thought about before. And then shortly after that, maybe about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks after taking this training, randomly an email shows up Sunday evening. It's just so everyone can see it Monday morning throughout the company. Odd timing, isn't it? Maybe it's just a conspiracy theorist in me. but I think it was planned. Someone said they Googled this guy, and I guess it seems like he is a real person. But if you Google any of these people, they seem like real people. I don't know. Maybe some of you can lend your thoughts in the comment section to what I just said, because honestly, I think it's a crock of shit. I think it's just another technique, another tactic to pry into what's left of privacy. If you work with someone for many years, several months, you need to see their badge to know that they work there. Typically, they send emails out when people are let go or if they quit. Now, they don't necessarily send them to everyone in the company, but typically people in that office, in that setting, knows about this. I don't know. I think there's other ways to go about it, but at the end of the day, it's a slippery slope down this whole 1984 George Orwellian type society where everything you do is monitored and recorded, and it ain't for customer service training. Sometimes we need to think more logically and less emotional. Just my opinion.